Hello everybody and a warm welcome back. Oh, it's almost the weekend and got a little present. I'm just going to start calling these up. The aircraft right now is cold and dark. It is going to take me time to set it up. Don't worry, you won't have to watch all of it. Where are we? We're going to be flying in a part of the world that doesn't seem to get much love. You've heard me mention them numerous times. We are right now in Azerbaijan. And we are in Baku, which is the capital city, and this is its main international airport. It is a default airport because I've started removing any XPlane 11 stuff from my XPlane 12. I just want native XPlane 12 everything. We are on live weather. It is not live time. It is 11:30 at night currently in Baku, and people hate night flights. So the thing with, there we go. They will all drive up now. And I need to get inside. GPU is now here. We will get the batteries on, all three of them. And that. And I will start to get the aiders into alignment, and then I'm going to load it up. Don't worry, you do not have to watch it all. I wanted to show you that. This comes with its own ground handling set. It is independent of the Payware add-on Ground Handling Deluxe. It works perfectly with this aircraft, because I don't believe the gate's going to come over. Again, it started my aircraft in like out of thing. As you can see, we've got electrical power, we've got the PCAS on standby and the parking brake set. Iders are aligning as we speak. We will get the nav light on, the probe key on, and the ground recorder on. That's for communication. We can get some packs going. I can't remember if I've got custom set up for this or not. We will get these turned up. Should be a sunset landing, and where we're going to be going to is a country I have not featured on the channel before. We are going to Ashgabat in Turkmenistan. Yes, Turkmenistan. I do not believe I have flown to that airport before, but I was watching a documentary on Turkmenistan last night, and I'm like, I think I want to fly there. So we're going to go see what it is like. AutoOrtho is in use. If we get into any kind of lower lighting situation during the flight, extended night lighting, I have it for all of Eurasia, Asia, Indochina, Japan, South Korea, including Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan, all the stands. Like, I've got it for this entire hemisphere of the world, if you will. Extended night lighting. I'm going to finish getting us loaded up and all that. You do the loading up on this aircraft through here. Everything is done through here. Putting in your fuel. The passengers, I don't know why it only holds 250, but okay. But this is where you do everything, and of course you have the init page. I do have a company route, and that is Uniform Bravo, Bravo, Bravo. And we are going to, which is it? Uniform Tango Alpha Alpha. There is a scenery for the airport in Turkmenistan, but it's XPlane 10 and 11 compatible, and it's like, yeah. Insert align IRSs. And there we go. I'm going to finish setting it up. As you see, it opens up the doors automatically and everything for you. I will bring you back when we're getting ready to take off. Our runway is down over there somewhere. No, it's not. It's over there. Runway 34, we are taking off on due to the winds. Glad to have you on board. Don't forget to smash the like, share, comment, subscribe, all that. And this is the JarDesigns A340-500. I am on the latest version. We got a little present. It dropped late last night or early this morning. I am on 12.1.3. No, this aircraft is not a bad aircraft. Read the user's manual, okay? Read the FAQs. Make sure you keep your aircraft up to date. And I do not typically have issues with this aircraft at all. Unless I'm doing like a 7-hour flight kind of thing. That is more of an XPlane 12 thing. It has memory leaks and it doesn't release memory. Not to say some aircraft may not. The tablet's here, but it's basically just the basic AVI tab. You don't really configure anything in here. You can put your charts and all that into this if you like. Of course. For providers, I don't know if it does. Oh, it does have Xenviro integration, Navigraph integration. There we go. So I have set it up earlier. So there we go. I'm going to finish setting us up. And links to what I'm using will be in the description down below. You just got to click show more after you hit like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that. And you'll also find a link to my Discord, how you can buy me a cup of coffee and everything else, so we can get aircraft like this and that to show you. Glad to have you on board. And welcome back. As you can see, we're pushing back. One issue I had doing the pushback, it kind of went out of control. I can't remember if there's a pushback within here or not. Yeah, I don't see one for it. So, better pushback. I use the absolute latest version, so not sure. I think if it had been more of a gentle push and turn, it would have went better. But this airport, I don't know if it's really made for an A340. Azal did have A340s. They had A340-200s, I believe it was. But hopefully we should be fine here. So, I mean, I just had to put the toe brake on to stop it from, like, wanting to do donuts. It was rather disconcerting. I guess technically, if you wanted to, you could do this and request a push back from here type thing. So we got 4 good starts. We no longer need the APU. APU bleed off, packs on, and that is that. Pro beats on. No white lights, which is the Airbus way.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Park brake on.
Disconnecting though. Stand by.
Won't get the engines to normal.
Flaps 1.
We are doing a flaps 1 takeoff. APU is available. No, it's not. I turned it off. Cabin you can't check. So auto brake, we are doing takeoff. There we go. One last check, see if the weather has changed. I don't think it has, but no, still 1019, both sides. Sim brief for
Tow is disconnected and pipe spin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
In total, I am not climbing all the way up to 41,000 feet, so I have just put in the FMC 36,000, flight level 360. I'm not going all the way up to 41,000. By the time this big bird gets up to 41,000, it'll be time to come down. That's just a waste. There we go. We can see the bypass print. Excellent.
Park brake off.
One last check. Let's go to flight controls. Yes, all these pages are modeled. And takeoff config. We'll do that when we get near the runway. Pitch trim is 3.0. That is what we set it for. We will go back to there. We'll check the bleeds. They are all doing well. This could be higher resolution. I'm not going to lie. You got to really zoom in. No issue with hydraulics. Fuel. Doors are all closed. Air conditioning. That's lovely. APU should be off. It is, and EGT is dropping. We'll go back to the engines. And let's go. Well, this is one thing with this aircraft. It will taxi all on its own, folks. Those engines have a lot of power. The thing is, they burn a lot of fuel. So as I said, there is somewhere I found a add-on for this airport, Baku. I just don't remember where I got it from. There are so many websites now for things. I wish people would just use the x-plane.to. Our taxi. And here we go. This will take us over to runway 34. I'm not sure if XRAS will work with this aircraft or not. We'll find out soon enough. If it does, it will display up here, unlike in the Zevo where it'll tell me, you know, runway 34, which is fine. And again, you won't have to watch the whole flight. AutoOrtho running, Xenviro, as you saw, is also running. And I am just going to bypass all of this now and go here, here, and here. Get the strobes on. And I still have to do the wind shear alerter and everything like that. It's astonishing how much this aircraft will take off on its own. I think I already set the TCAS, because you know me, I always forget stuff. Okay, let's come here.
Park brake on.
So we'll get you to System 1, windshield and turbulence, that's good. Got it on auto. TCAS set. Using the primary, which is A. Takeoff config. Green, no blue. We are doing a flex takeoff. Window probe heats are on. This, if I recall, does not have a ding dong as well. I don't know why. Like, how hard is it to model a ding dong? Like, seriously. No white lights, no error messages. Let's go flying, and let's go to Turkmenistan.
Park brake off.
Oh, I know what I've got to do. I can already tell just by listening. I need to reinstall my Mango sound pack. This aircraft, you do the sounds, like the volume and all that. It has its own thing. I'll show you once. I'll be on the autopilot pretty quick. This is not an aircraft you hand fly, really. We have 13,000 feet, hence I'm only using flap one.
Power set.
Man, flux. SOS runway 3. Nope. Do not worry about that magenta.
100 knots.
Take off inhibit just simply means I will not get any error messages, flashing lights or anything unless it is a critical system.
V1.
Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up.
We will get those down. They sound like a Hoover vacuum. I'm getting altitude nicely now. I'm going to pitch. Thrust lever climb. And I'm going to pitch down just a bit. And there we go.
Autopilot 1, cross check.
Oh, there we go. Leave the flaps in for a second. They're big honking flaps, man, I'm telling you.
Flaps 0.
They are chonky. And do take notice of that speed, okay? Because when you're coming in for approach, you need to have this aircraft fully configured, gear down, flaps, whatever you're using for your landing flaps, and have it 3 nautical miles out. You don't want to be hitting that last level of flaps at like 1.25 miles kind of thing. Because depending on your approach speed, these things take a while to deploy.
Need to check, sir, if everything is okay with the light.
Well, we can get the runway turn off.
Need to check, sir, if everything is okay with the light.
Lights are fine. Very polite first officer. I do have it set for, it's getting towards supper time kind of thing. Some places AutoOrtho does miracles, other places, yeah. I mean, not all regions of the world have the greatest satellite data. I noticed that. There's our airport. Even in Microsoft Flight Simulator, like, you go into SoCal in Microsoft Flight Simulator, okay, it is like you are literally looking at a picture, you know, that your friend took on vacation. Like, it's freaky realistic. Some areas, not so much. You know, and AutoOrtho is very much the same way. I have speed restrictions. This is why. As you can see, I have to be 8,000 feet or below. It won't quite make that 8,000. Don't ask me why. But it maintained the speed properly. No spoking, ground spoilers armed. We can disarm those now.
Spoilers disarm.
Those are fine. Auto brake on here automatically shuts off, of course. I do love me Airbuses. I know I fly the Zebo a lot on the channel. But in all honesty, I'm an Airbus guy. I love Airbus aircraft. I also love Embraers. The problem is, for the really good, like, I don't usually have an issue with this. This is a shakedown flight. I just upgraded this aircraft not an hour ago. Before the weekend, usually Thursday or Friday, I check for XPlane 12 updates. I check for any Payware add-ons that I have, updates. And I saw, and it's like, oh. I checked just the other day, and it was still 12.1.2. The water looks spectacular. And as you can see, the aircraft is behaving the way it should. Now, is this something like that? Co-pilot voice, you can get me down a bit. There we go. Just as I said that. It's pitching down for speed. It must have just crossed 10,000, I think. Yeah. And we got the standard pitch. Yeah. That's what it is. It's targeting increased speed, so it pitches things down, obviously. And there we go. And now let's monitor the pressurization. It is going fine. And one quirk with this aircraft and some others as well. When you're going to enter in your company route, no slash and no number 1, okay? Just the arrival, the departure airport, the arriving airport, and nothing else, and then click company route, assuming you downloaded a flight plan from SimBrief. Okay, I don't know how many people I see, they go, this plane doesn't work, I can't enter thing, and it's like if you read the manual, you would fully know you do not use, you know, .1 or .01 or uniform Bravo, 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 slash uniform Tango, Alpha, Alpha. You would already know that, but people don't read manuals. And then they give the aircraft a bad rap because they don't read and pay attention. Also, use SimBrief Downloader. It'll already have the flight plan in the proper place for you. You just got to set it up, though. So here you go. This is where I have mine. And updating the database, it also has its own Navigraph database entry that you download from Navigraph. Of course, if you read the manual, you'll also know that. But there we go. So I'm going to continue to fly up, folks. I want to thank you for flying along. Come on, that is beautiful, man. That is beautiful. Doesn't get a lot of love, this part of the world. I'm not sure about it, because it's rather pretty. So a good portion of this flight will also be over water, about a third or more, just over a third or more, maybe 42% or so. So I will bring you back when we're thinking about our top of descent and all that. Glad to have you on board. If you're enjoying this in my more laid-back style, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell so you get notified when my videos go live, or I decide to do a live stream, which I do every once in a while. I was thinking of doing one today and flying with this stuff, actually. But then I noticed it got an update, and it's like, well, I don't want to do that on a live stream. I've got to take it out for a flight. And also if I make a post on the community post. Links to everything I'm using, at least most of these, not all of them. I can't use everything, there's a limit on how much you can type down. But you can see the plugins that I've got primarily active and such. Ground handling deluxe is Payware. This aircraft, you don't need it, it comes with its own ground handling set. XP Realistic is Payware, and obviously Xenviro is Payware. The other stuff is all freeware. I only use basic SAM, just the dev library, because some airports require it. Other than that, I do not use SAM at all. I use standard thing. I always have receipts with it. But that's me. Some people have no receipts whatsoever. I always have receipts. I used to use SAM back in XPlane 11. I used to fly. Anyway, I'm glad to have you on board. I'll bring you back when we get much further into the show. Thanks for flying. And ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome back to you. I hope you're been having a good time in between the little break. We have started our top of descent. Just a few miles back. As you can see, VDEV, it's pretty much just bang on. First officer warned me about 10 miles out or so that we were coming up on top of descent. Look at all the multiple layers and different types of cloud layering. Thanks to Xenviro. It is spectacular. I freaking love it. So much more immersive, having multiple types of cloud types, 5, 6, sometimes I've seen upwards of 6 to 7 different levels of clouds, between 5 and 7, depending. Much different weather in Turkmenistan. Temperature's 15 and dew point is 15, which basically means I'm expecting some rain and probably fog, which is going to be interesting. I'm not sure if I'm going to I don't even know if the airport is, the ILS is actually capable of engaging Autoland if I need it. One thing I do have, which I wish the Zebo did, is sunscreens, which are just awesome. Don't need them right now. The sun is behind us. It is getting ready to set. It is descending quite lovely and quite nicely so far. The profile is fine, but I'd like to see the speed back just a tick maybe, and just a bit more descent rate maybe. But it is happy with it, so that is what really matters.
Spoilers arm.
We will arm the spoilers now, because otherwise I'll forget. Outside, the last of the sun. Look at those clouds, man. so varied. You can see them sort of breaking through. I do love the aircraft is preferred. It's been a long week, folks. The aircraft has performed without issue. I've been quite happy with it. So we have already put in our numbers. One last check, see if the altimeter has changed at all. I've got a conflict with my as you can see, showers, rain. Could have some thunderstorms. Overcast at 5,600. Broken at 7. That's our kind of ceiling, 700 feet. So I may be doing an Autoland. We will see. Ground spoilers are armed, outer tanks are tense. We're not getting any warnings about icing. How are the engines doing? They're doing fine. And on the Airbus, if you're not familiar with flying them, you do not enter in the approach information. I mean, you enter in what you want to descend to, but as far as the radio navigation, you notice there's no ILS or nav radios down here. They're all in here, and they tune them automatically, assuming you have an up-to-date AirAC, obviously. And I can pull the chart over for you real quick. There you go, you can see. Course 294, 294. Identifier for the localizer is Alpha Hotel, November Delta, and 108.7, 108.7. They're all there. It's even tuning the NVMe, or the VOR, which is actually kind of cool as well. Transition altitude in Turkmenistan, is it 12,000 or 13,000? No, first. Next page, 12,000. Minimum decision height is 100 feet, so we will be below the minimums. I would like to be down a little sooner, I'm not going to lie. We'll go back to the previous page, so I have the activate approach phase. It will do it automatically. We'll put the landing systems on both sides. Braking. We'll go for auto brake 3. I'm unfamiliar with the airport. Oh, wow. If you don't want to do a thumbs up for me, give me a thumbs up. Give me a like for that frickin' clouds alone. I was talking the other day with someone and they said, you know, do you miss Microsoft Flight Simulator? Hello? No, not at all. I do miss the amount of like freeware native add-ons. Like you don't have to be taking stuff from FSX and bringing it into Microsoft Flight Simulator. A lot of people bring a lot of stuff from XPlane 11 into 12. And that is going to cause them a lot of issues down the road. Because this sim updates quite frequently. And at some point, you know, a lot of the, I've noticed an uptick in the amount of people that, in different Discords I'm in, that have said, I've you know, it's been almost 2 years kind of thing. I've finally made the break and gone from XPlane 11 to 12. Or they've come back to XPlane 12. Is it enough to swing the needle as to how many people fly Microsoft versus XPlane? No. Has it changed the number of people that fly P3D to XPlane? No. Maybe 1%. You know, I mean, FS 2020 is a juggernaut. Like, that's just the way it is. And one of their things was, it's like they're just not really coming out with a lot of stuff for XPlane 11 anymore. And they've kind of run out of tricks to try and, you know, it's an old game, it's an old, the graphic engine is old, the weather engine is old. Yes, you can use Active Sky. Xenviro in XPlane 11, that probably still works really well. But it doesn't have the ability to really create the imagery that 12 does with the shading and the PBR, the reflection work, especially if you go into an airport with rain and the light is just right. It looks stunning. Where are we? Coming up on 12,000. That is 1015. Both sides, so happy they're linked. Well, I'd like it if you started slowing me down some. I'm just going to say. I think that's going to be the decel point. But I'm going to be at 10,000 before then. I hope. It's only a 5-mile final. Oh, beautiful, man. Beautiful. So we'll get to see what the night lighting is like at the airport. And then I'll make it light. Well, we're not going to have to worry. It's a default airport, so. By the way, this is a default livery. I love this livery, man. Azerbaijan Airlines. I love this livery. This is default. It comes with the aircraft. I really love this livery. I loved it so much that even when I used to fly Microsoft Flight Simulator, I used to download these liveries because someone had made them for aircraft I actually had. I love this livery. It's nice, clean, simple. Oh, wow. You tell me that doesn't look really good. Now, I will admit, I've spent time tweaking Xenviro, trying to get, you know, the best performance I can out of it, get it graphically. I will say it comes down to the type of
Need to check,
that
sir,
it's
if
using.
everything is okay with the light.
Ah, yes. Good call. Thank you, sir. Well, I don't need to talk to you like that. There we go. We can't ding the cabin. And it is slowed down to 250 all on its own. This is what I'm saying. One thing I did do with this aircraft is I backed up, because I do have some China Eastern liveries and such like that for this aircraft. I backed up my liveries. I backed up my X camera file, and I deleted the aircraft. And I got my registration key and reinstalled it, registered the aircraft. Then rebooted the sim and loaded back up, and all was good. That's going to be a tight dang turn. How far away are you? Yeah, we're not all that far out, so.
Approach phase activated.
That'll slow us down even more, which is what I want. Auto brake 3, spoilers are armed. No error messages, which is lovely. Okay, feet on pedals. I haven't landed this bird in a while. Those atmospherics are spectacular. Night lighting is nice. It's a little clearer than I thought. Yeah, getting some rain. I'm not putting the wipers on. It's pretty pointless, let's be honest, folks. Oh man, that is so good. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Either getting or slightly getting rid of, I'm not sure which. Or catching another bit of a cold or something. Yeah, we got some atmospheric sort of fog going on here.
Flaps 1. Gear down. Flaps 2.
Is there a little icing going on there? Don't forget, jet fuel is really cold. We'll just leave it at flaps 2.
2,500.
Radio altimeter alive.
There it is. You're not wiping anything anyway, other than all you're doing is making noise.
Need to check, sir, if everything is okay with the light.
What's wrong with the lights?
2,000.
Confirm.
Flaps 3.
Waiting for the diamond to come down. Need flaps full. Want green, no blue. Still got 7 nautical miles to go. I'll hold off on last level for a second. Diamond is starting to come in. I don't think I'm going to be able to see a single thing. And approach.
Flaps full.
Big honking flaps, and they got a long way to go down. They're so chunky.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have
Autopilot 2, cross-check.
Please make sure one last time your seatbelt is securely fastened.
We'll see if it'll work. Because I can't see really diddly squat out there. It's my old eyes. I'm sure some of you are watching the video and it's like, well, I can kind of see the lights, dude. It's my old eyes. It's alright, I want to see if the aircraft can auto-land. Although I'm not getting a land indicator or anything, so I'm not even sure. Also, if you're new to Airbus, you never move the throttle once you are in the
1000.
It automatically adjusts itself. You leave it there until the wheels touch down. Okay, I can see. I probably could, but I want to see if it'll do it. I'm not sure if it will.
Approaching 30 right.
As you see, 30 right. Is that what we're supposed to be on? No, I'm supposed to be on 29 there.
$500.
Land green checked.
It is going to do an auto land. Okay, let's see how she does.
300.
Going by the
300.
copies, it's doing well.
100 above 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. Retard. Retard. Retard.
Ground
5.
spoilers. Decel. Reverse green.
5.
Next landing should be good, sir.
70
What's wrong
knots.
with that landing?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Arrival Airport. For your safety and comfort, we ask that you please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. This will indicate that we have parked at the gate.
There
and
we
it is
go.
safe for you to move about.
Now let me
Please
get
check
the
within
chart
your
up
seat
so I
for
can
any
see where the heck I'm
personal
supposed to be
belongings you may
going.
have brought on board with you, and please use caution when opening the overhead bins, as heavy articles may have shifted around during the flight.
I'll go down a bit more because I didn't have it.
I'd like to thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I should have taken that one. Now I gotta go almost down to the end of the runway.
Have a nice day.
That's fine. Get those to taxi, we'll get you on. For an auto land for this aircraft, I actually thought it did pretty dang good. The first officer wasn't impressed with it. I thought it held center line and everything else like that, and that perfectly fine. I'm not sure what he was expecting. We got a turnoff coming up. So the auto land will work if you get in a pickle. I don't know if this has a HUD or not. so don't quote me on it. Because this is a default aircraft, we've got nice puddling going on and everything else like that. I've been very happy with the aircraft. I had 0 issues during takeoff. I'm not sure why it thinks it's runway 30. I may have to delete the XRAS cache, or maybe I need to update JarDesigns. Maybe I need to update the FMS manager. I will check that out, and if I see it is, I'll post a comment down below on the video saying, you know, because I deleted the old aircraft, it may have deleted the AirAC. And the runways have changed. I'm not sure. The chart is as of October of 22. I cannot see a country like Turkmenistan constantly updating their runway numbers in that. And here we go. Terminal is down here. Again, I'm not sure if this is the kind of aircraft that would typically land here, but I love to fly big aircraft into places they're not supposed to be. And I like to fly small aircraft into airports where they probably would never be. Like I landed my de Havilland Beaver at freaking JFK. I mean, the landing fees probably cost more than a fuel bird. Well, actually, given the price of gas nowadays, maybe not. Maybe that's a little optimistic. We will get the landing system off, the flight directors off. TCAS will go to traffic only. We can obviously get the weather system off. I'm going right off the runway. Good work, sunshine. That's because I'm in the dirt.
Flaps 3, flaps 2, flaps 1, flaps 0.
I've got to get my Mango sound pack back in, I can tell you that much. And this airport could definitely use a flatten or something. And here we are, we'll go into the terminal. And that will probably do it. As you can see, beautiful night lighting at the airport. One thing I do love about the default airports in XPlane 12, they all have proper night lighting on the ramps, on the tarmacs, the taxiways, at the terminal, at the gates and everything. You never go into an airport that's got like no lighting at the gate that you can't even see where the heck you're supposed to go. Oh, we'll just stop here. That works. So there you go, folks. That's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. No, you didn't get to see me blow the landing, but we got to check out the Autoland, and it does work and activate at the appropriate altitude. Like I said, if you keep your aircraft up to date, you read the user manual, and stuff like that, the aircraft performs perfectly fine. It just takes a little bit of due diligence and effort on your part. Let's get the parking brake on.
Park brake on.
There we go. And that's going to do it. If you enjoyed this, folks, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell. We can get there. How about we get it a little brighter? Let's go to there. There we go. Gorgeous mountains in the background. Probably could have gone up further. That's fine. If you did, you know, the usual routine, click show more down below. You can find out where you can get this aircraft. As I said, delivery comes with it. You can also find out where you can get AutoOrtho, Xenviro, better pushback that I use, XP Realistic, the Avitab, and stuff like that. You'll also find a link to my Discord and how you can buy me a cup of coffee so we can keep getting new aircraft for you to see me fly before you decide if you want to buy. Until the next time, I want you to stay safe, be kind to one another, keep the blue side up, and I will see you in the skies. Have a great weekend, everybody, and goodbye from Ashgabat in Turkmenistan. I hope you have a great weekend. Take care.